outside.
NLE Chopper. After the guilty verdict, NLE Chopper spoke out and he basically made a statement. He said, at this point, these police officers are doing premeditated murders. These ain't coincidences. This stuff planned before it even happens. Just to keep our vibration low and wanting justice that we're not getting. Only a matter of time before these marches turn into war. It's like, I mean, he always had the third eye, right? And he's always like, you know, been trying to expose them from the jump anyways. And them getting him the other day and stuff and what they try and do to him and all of it, yeah. It was planned. Like, I mean, all of that is just, I feel like it's strategy with this guilty verdict as well. Like, that was just a one-time thing that was broadcast. He is going to literally have people that would fight whatever they gave him, whatever the guilty verdict was. He would literally have people that would be fighting it behind the scenes, because obviously because of his job and all of that stuff, like all of that plays a part as well. Like, he is literally government owned, so they got him no matter what. The George Floyd thing, I feel like it was a big plot to have people outraged and stuff, and we were targeted as the black community to go out there and march, tell us that something really serious is happening and this and that, and we was just like disobeying the law and stuff. And I felt like, you know, the march and stuff, because we wasn't supposed to be marching in the streets and all of it, we were supposed to actually be in lockdown. So by us even going out there and doing that and stuff, and all the stuff that happened around that situation, I felt like it's a bit plot, and the black community was targeted by the government to go into this outrage, keep the agenda going, to keep the stereotyping going, to show that we cannot be controlled as a community and stuff. And that's what I felt like it was about. Even in the case, that case is a bit weird as well, because one of the guys who actually was there at the scene worked with him for like what, 20 or something odd years. So that don't just happen. They hid George Floyd's past from us, right? They didn't really told us his mental state wasn't really that right, so they hid that from the jump. So they never told people that, and they let people go into this outrage and all of it, when really and truly, like, just when you break down it and you really think about that situation, I don't know, I felt like it was a big plot, to be honest with you. Kayla B says free R. Kelly. This girl, she is being controlled. So Kayla B, after, you know, she claimed she stole King Von's hard drives, I had this email sent to me by a spiritual advisor, and she basically sent me this video of this woman right here doing a reading on Von's hard drive. And what she came up with was actually mind-blowing, because she said that Kayla never came in contact with the hard drives. There was like about 3 men that came in contact with the hard drive, but Kayla B never held the hard drive herself. And I could actually believe this. She said what Kayla did is actually attached her name to the hard drive for popularity. Because if you look at it as well, right, all the people that's involved in, where does Kayla B fit in? Where does her popularity come in? So it's crazy, because when I think about it, yeah, I think about the planning side of things and, you know, the behind the scenes of it all and everything. So what she's saying, that's actually interesting, because Kayla would have never been popular. And I sat there and I thought to myself, why would Kayla do this? Why would she lie and say that she took the hard drives when she knows she didn't take it? Then I started thinking of the only way she would have done that is if she was involved, because she would have been better off lying, because that would literally stick with her for a lifetime. It's only if she knew 100% that someone got her. I could believe she attached herself to the hard drives for popularity, because when I think about 21 Savage doing that Clubhouse, him and Ochimona, now I'm starting to feel like that was done intentionally to get Kayla's name out there, because Kayla would have never been popular if she didn't attach her name to this hard drive. When Kayla B and that was having the argument and stuff, and the baby mother accused Kayla of stealing the hard drives. And I don't know, because that's the thing, yeah. The hard drives, we don't know exactly where those hard drives were, exactly where she took it from. Like, if it was, you know, I don't know, somewhere around Von's mom, or I'm assuming obviously Von was with the guys and stuff, and he was probably living by himself in this you know, in this house in Atlanta and stuff. So it could be that's where she took the hard drives from. But then she probably told people that she had the hard drives. Then they started asking her for it, but what she really and truly wanted them to do was put it out straight away that she stole it, to obviously get her name attached to it. But that didn't happen. It happened when the argument came up between the baby mother and her, but then it didn't really stick right because people wasn't really talking about that. Everyone just left it, and then it came up again with the and then it floated around again, and then Balo came out and said that she stole the hard drive, this and that. But if you get it as well, how is it stealing when she said she gave it to Little Dirk, when she and Dirk knows that King Von and Little Dirk has this sort of agreement about the music and everything around it? So what I think is somehow the hard drives were discovered and Kayla got wind of that, and then she came up with the plot behind the scenes. Whoever is controlling her came up with this business plan to attach her name to the hard drives, so then they can put it out saying that she stole it, and then this big thing would happen around her stealing it, and then that would stick with people. That would stick, and that's why right now Kayla would literally be popular forever, because that would stick with people forever, what she did to King Von. But in her mind now, she doesn't think she did anything wrong, and the people that's controlling her, she just looks at it as business. And that's why right now she's tweeting about free R. Kelly and all that stuff, another business move people talking and carrying on about. And that's why I kind of believe that she probably never held the hard drives. She probably never seen the hard drives. The boys took the hard drives, like they said, they took all King Von stuff and that day, and she heard about the hard drives. They came up with the plan to tell the family that she has it, so the family can, like, you know, go into this outrage and try and get it from her and accuse her of stealing it and put it out to the public. But if you really look into the situation carefully, people that does music and stuff, they would find that she did something right by giving Little Dirk the hard drives, because it would make sense, because obviously he does music. So in some people's eyes, she probably hasn't done no wrong. She didn't do anything wrong by giving Little Dirk the hard drives, because as far as she know, her brother was doing music with Little Dirk and they had music on there, like she's been saying. So even the way she explained it as well was like, and about the hard drives, how she lowered her voice and everything, and she spoke about it, and she was kind of like, I don't know, I felt like she was kind of like making fun out of the situation. It's like she know, like, it's like y'all stupid type thing. It's like you all don't even know what's going on. And that's the way I felt like something was kind of strange around her explaining the hard drives. When you really listen back to it, something is very strange, and I think it might just be that she never came in contact with the hard drives. She sat down and plotted with these men and what to do in order to gain some popularity from this whole situation, and that's what they came up with, to basically tell the public that she stole King Von's hard drives so she can gain popularity around that. It's not a coincidence as well, she wants R. Kelly to be back out on the street.